Hey everybody, it's Jimmy from the DIY and Digital, and it's time for another edition of Dollar Store Model Railroad Finds. Welcome back everybody. First of all, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that bell icon so that you don't miss any updates like this video. So now it's time for another edition of Dollar Store Model Railroad Finds. If you've never seen this before, what I do is I take $5 to a local dollar store and I try to find things I can use for model railroading. So let's get started. My first item is this activity tray. Now this is one of the few things I'm actually going to use it for its intended purpose. If you model in scale like me, or you're doing a lot of work with some of the smaller parts that are really easy to lose, working on your locomotives or your scenery or different things inside of one of these can help keep your parts corralled and making sure you don't lose any of those very important screws or any other parts. It is an activity tray and it's $1 from the dollar store. The next thing I have is a square. Now on this side you can see that it is in millimeters, the other side is in inches, and squares are really great things to have when you're modeling so that you can do measurements, so you can do right angles. They're really one of those things that are incredibly useful. I use squares a lot to make sure that my buildings are plumb at 90-degree angles. So that's a square from the dollar store. The next thing you see here is actually something you've seen a similar thing of on Dollar Store Model Railroad Finds. The difference is these are naturally colored. These are decorative rocks from the floral section at the dollar store, and they're smooth, but they also have natural color, unlike the previous ones I showed, which are white. And these are really great for doing river rocks and that kind of stuff, to have boulders where your water's running through, and you can just put them all sorts of different places because they are naturally colored. They are decorative stones in the floral section of the dollar store. The next thing are these mini red party cups. Now obviously I'm not going to be using them for what their intended purpose is, but these are really great for mixing small amounts of paints. You've seen me pull similar products like this, but this is an absolutely fantastic way to mix paints, mix weathering powders, all sorts of different things if you need to do just a little small amount. It's these little mini party cups from the dollar store. My last item is some poster tack, and this is really something that I consider a utility material. You can use this when you're setting up your layout to temporarily hold things in place that you don't want to fix with glue. You can also use it as a modeling material. There's a lot of different uses for poster tack, and in this $1 package you get quite a lot for those, especially if you're working with a smaller scale like N scale or even HO scale. That's some poster tack. That's $1, of course, from the dollar store. So that's it for this edition of Dollar Store Model Railroad Finds. I'd love to know what you guys find as model railroad bargain buys. You can leave that in the comments below. And if you haven't already, go and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that bell icon so that you don't miss any updates like this video. Until next time, I'm Jimmy from the DIY and Digital. Happy railroading!